Hey guys, and welcome to another episode tutorial with me, Joseph Evans, author of the Secret Sequence books and the Phoenix Prophecy, the Ember Effect, Soulbound and the Secret of Rain on episode. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do slow zooms and how to avoid a common pitfall that can occur when using them. I do have two previous zoom in tutorials and I would recommend watching those before this one. The first is basic zooms and the link to that is currently as a YouTube card in the top right hand corner of this video. The second is advanced zooming and the link for that one is now active. Okay, let's get to it. In this scene that I've already set up here, Secretary is receiving very sinister news over the phone from his teacher, Mr. Vance. Then it switches to Secretary entering his school the next day. Before I add in a zoom, I'm just going to show you how the scene plays out. So I could simply add in a quick zoom at the end of the first scene, like I did in the advanced zooms tutorial, but something that might work better in this situation is a slow zoom in on Secretary's face to show his increasing sense of fear as the information is unravelled. Alright, so the logical thing to do would be to write at zoom on Secretary to say 300% in, let's say, 10 seconds. And then I mustn't forget to add in a zoom reset just before the next scene begins so that it's not zoomed in for that. And now let's have a look at what happens when everything is written like this. As you can see, the dialogue pauses while the zoom happens, which is not what we want at all, and it would be very boring for the reader to watch. What we want is for the slow zoom to happen while Vance is revealing the information, and the way to do this is by changing the @ symbol right here into an ampersand. Now let's take a look at the difference. Much better, but there's still a couple of things that I want to tweak. First of all, the camera isn't quite centered on Secretary's face, so I'm going to do what I did in the advanced zoom in tutorial and change Secretary's name to coordinates instead. Now, if you don't know what I'm doing here, then do watch that advanced zoom in tutorial because everything is explained there. Another thing I want to change is the duration of the zoom. At the moment, as I'm playing through it, it is going a little too fast. Ideally, I would love it to stop zooming just before the scene ends, but since everyone will tap through the dialogue at different speeds, everyone will reach the end of the scene within a different space of time. The official episode guide suggests that you should use 1 second of zoom in per 2 lines of dialogue. I have 14 lines of dialogue, so that would make 7 seconds. However, I'm already finding that 10 seconds is too little, so I'm going to go against the suggestion and increase it all the way to 25. Let's see what happens now. Okay, so I've run into a problem. The zoom continues into the next scene even though I have a zoom reset at the end of the first scene. The reason this happens is all down to that ampersand symbol. Any command that has an ampersand before it overrides anything that happens during the command. I do hope that one day there will be a fix for this, but at the moment this is still a problem. Of course, I need to use the ampersand to move the camera while the dialogue is running, so I have two options. I can either reduce the duration of the zoom a bit and hope that readers don't click too fast, Or I can add in a few more zoom resets throughout the second scene so that at some points the camera will return to its default position. You can add as many of these in as you want, really. If the camera has already reset by the time it reaches one of these commands, it simply won't affect it, so feel free to go crazy just as a failsafe. Let's have a quick look and see if one of them works. Great stuff. It's certainly not perfect, but until a fix is made, this is the best we can do. Okay guys, that is it for slow zooms. If you have any questions about any of this or anything else, please do comment them down below. And if you know the answer to anyone else's questions in the comments, I would love you to get involved and help each other out. If this video has helped you in any way, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like notifications when I upload new tutorials, just remember to click that subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. Okay, thanks for watching guys, and I will see you very soon for more.